Hey guys, it's noname4505 here, and yeah, it's a little bit late. I seem to be doing most of my narrations then, but yeah, so it's a little bit late, so I'm talking kinda quiet, but hopefully you guys can get around that. So anyways, we have a UU match, and I have no idea what happens in this match. I think I had this match like a long freak time ago. I'm just kinda going through things and seeing what happens. So as I'm going to lead off with my revolving door, I guess predicting him to lead off with his ambi-palm. I have no clue, and he's just going to fake out, and because I'm using an intimidate in this battle, I'm just going to be able to kind of wall his ambi-palm. So he's going to go out to his Dusclops, and instead of going for like the super effective close combat, I predict that switch. Okay, I kind of remember what's going on in this battle now. So yeah, I predicted his switch out to his Dusclops, and since I know very few Dusclopses since 3rd gen run Resthawk, then I'll pretty much be safe going for the Toxic, trying to whittle down the wall. So unless he confuses me, and I'm going to switch to my Rhyperior, my Hard Stoned, because, yeah, I want to set up Stealth Rocks, even though he is going to A, burn me, and then B, get the pain split off on me, which is really going to suck, because that's going to help Dusclops be a bigger troll, but I'm not really that worried, just due to the fact that I know that Toxic is going to whittle it down. So I'm going to go for the Calm Mind here because I know Dusclops can't do very much to me. And I'm also a Life Orb set, the offensive Calm Mind set, so I don't have Substitute, so I'm not going to sub. But that's fine because I just want to get a Calm Mind up, just to ensure that I can take it down. Now at this point my Rhyperior is pretty much useless to me. So I could have gone out to my Hitmontop, but I figured that Rhyperior is still a pretty good physical wall, despite the fact that it can't attack for shit. And because of that, that's pretty much death fodder. So he's going to go out to his Suicune after the U-turn. And Rhyperior normally has pretty decent attack, especially since I'm invested pretty decently in it, like 200 something. But between the burn and Suicune just being an all-around really good wall, that Earthquake's not going to do anything. But regardless, I'm going to switch out to my Porsche, knowing that he's either just going to set up a Calm Mind, or I can hit him with stuff. And I was going to switch out to his Pikachu to get the Lightning Bolt. But the thing is that I think that the Event Pikachu gets extreme speed, if I remember correctly, and the Event Pikachu is also the one with Lightning Rod. I really don't know, since I don't follow like Dream World releases and stuff, and events and stuff. So I don't know what's going on with that, but if the Lightning Rod event one also carries extreme speed, wouldn't he carry extreme speed for revenge killing purposes, since even though Pikachu has like base 90 speed, which isn't that bad, for its fatality it's kinda bad. But whatever, I just killed it off with an extra sensory, but you know, whatever, I just get the Toxic off on that Suicune, and I thought his Suicune would come in. I know that he's probably a Crocune just because he is carrying the Scald. I'm not really worried because I'm going to try and play around him, trying to go for the rest. But I see the Ice Beam now, I'm thinking, okay, maybe he just doesn't have the Calm Mind. He's like, Scald, Ice Beam, and then Rest Talk. But in all likelihood, he probably doesn't have the Rest and the Sleep Talk, except he goes for it here. So my original thought was that he was like a bulky Roar set, but obviously that's not the case since he rests up. But the thing is that I force him to rest, and I'm also going to force him to switch out since that Giga Drain's doing quite a bit. So I'm going to go out to my Porsche here as death fodder, as he reveals that he has the Fire Punch, which means that he doesn't have either the Stone Edge or the Earthquake. I don't remember which one it is. Whatever, so I go into my Darmanitan, which is my actual Darmanitan, because he's fearing either the Earthquake or the Stone Edge, because I do also have a Zoroark on this team, so I just go for the U-turn back to Derrick Rose, because the reason why I like using a Darmanitan and a Zoroark, you know, mind games core is because they both get U-turn, so you can keep up the offensive momentum with U-turn with both pokes, while the opponent isn't really sure which one it is, since they both get U-turn. So it allows you just to get into a good situation, in my opinion, so that's why I like using it, but whatever. So anyways, I'm going to kill off that Suicune, and I was going to go out to this Ambi-Palm, and it's going to take a pretty good hazard damage. So since my Rhyperior is dead, I got to go out to my Hitmontop to deal with this Ambi-Palm, since Ambi-Palm's still going to be a troll. And I figure, Well, actually, what am I figuring? I don't even know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But regardless, his Darmanitan's getting hurt. And I'm going to go for the close combat here since he doesn't have a Suicune or his Dusclops anymore, so I'm pretty much free to go for the close combat just to hit stuff hard. Now he's going to go out to his Weavile, which is completely fine by me, except I think I'm going to switch, because I want to preserve my physical wall. And I figure that I'm already at decent enough health to where I could just Death Fodder off my Derek Rose and just deal some stuff. So I'm going to go out to my Darmanitan, which is my actual Darmanitan, because it's Choice Scarfed, and it's going to outspeed that Weavile, since Choice Scarfed Weavile would be something that only Ridley would run. And now I'm going to send out my Zoroark, who's my actual Zoroark, because it's an actual Zoroark. So he's going to go for the Fake Out, and I figure that this game's mine since I do have Hitmontop. But I don't even need Hitmontop, because guess what? I got the Sucker Punch here with my Zoroark, and yeah. That is a good game, Neyonto or Neyonto. Yeah. So I know it's been a while since you've seen a battle on my channel because I've been doing LP stuff. And speaking of LP stuff, I've got a almost finished red speedrun. By almost finished, which means that I got to almost everything except the Elite Four because I had to go eat dinner. So yeah, problems. So I didn't get to finish it, but I've been trying to do some green with that disable glitch. Whenever I get disabled, the ROM just freezes, but I mean, the green ROM's actually sorta new, and then with the English patch, it's even buggier, and screen just went black, but whatever. So, I mean, it's not the ROM's fault completely, since I think it's not even in its first full released version yet. But, yeah, so what I think I might do is just upload a bunch of the red speedruns that I already have done, and then just put a little announcement out there that for the moment, until we can find a less buggy green ROM or a less buggy one gets released, that green will be on hold. But the good news is that'll give me time to finish Crystal, and hopefully by the end of the summer, or at least my summer, since the summers here are kind of funky, that I'll be able to have that finished. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed an actual battle. I'm not gonna do a Black and White 2 walkthrough like a ton of people are doing at the moment, just because, yeah, I'd want to get through the game and get a Wi-Fi file going and stuff. So when the English ROM comes out, hopefully I'll start doing that. So that's when you'll expect that from me, and hopefully Crystal will be done by then. So that'll be like my next LP. But anyways, guys, I've been rambling on, and yeah, guys, hope you enjoy the battle. But yeah, peace.